It's still quiet. We're going to talk about strapping your load down. And we've met another driver who's showed us his van. Good morning, everybody. I'm Dave, Anvil Logistics, and it is 10 a.m. and it's Wednesday, the 8th of March. And this week has been a bit rubbish so far this week. I worked Monday. I got one job, and I'll be perfectly honest with you. It was that rubbish. I went home. It's not like me, but I just got fed up of throwing bids in, not getting any success, and it wasn't all that busy. Came out yesterday. Again, bidding. In the end, I went out and I met up with another driver in order to do a show us your van video, which will show a bit further on in this. And I also got to meet Andy P for the first time, even though we live near each other. And eventually got a job to Kings Lynn, which was from Trafford Park, long wheelbase van job. And had also had a drop in Pontefract. It was quite a well-paid job, but absolutely zero work back. Looked on the feed all the way back, didn't get a sniff. There was one job from Peterborough to deliver in Bolton the next day, which I bid on, and then it got cancelled. So it was a little bit disappointing so far this week. It's February, as I said in the last video. You just got to tough it out and deal with it. Now, this week's video is not I say in conjunction, but thanks to the ratchetshop.com, because following the video that I did last time where I showed you those straps, they've sent me some straps which I'm going to give away in a draw stroke competition. So stay tuned to the end of the video because it will all come up there. So the first thing we're going to do is confirm that I did meet with the legendary himself, Andy P, who's got his own YouTube channel. And here's a little picture of us finally meeting. There you go. Not very exciting, I know, but on the same car park, it sounds a bit dodgy, this bloke's meeting in car parks, doesn't it? I did meet up with a guy who I've got friendly with through YouTube, who messaged me when he first started. And I gave him some advice and helped him get set up. But, you know, most of the work is down to him. And his name's James Hargreaves. And he eventually, after much persuasion, agreed to do a show us your van video. So here's the video. Right, everybody, this is James from James Hargreaves Freight. You just say hello, James, that's all you got to do.
Hello. I'm from, yeah.
James lives near me, up in the northwest, just outside Oldham, between kind of Oldham and Rochdale. And James, what did you do before?
Before I did this, painter and decorator.
Painter and decorator. And what made you jack that in to do this?
I was just fed up with it, really. I just wanted to change.
Change?
Change, yeah.
And how are you finding it now? So you've been on, what, 3 months, would you say?
Yeah, I found it was all right in November and December, but after Christmas it's been terrible.
Yeah, so you find it hard to pick up the work, and we all are, definitely. Bidding wise, it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
People are bidding stupidly low,
yeah,
suicidally, and it's difficult to compete. So, you bought yourself a long wheelbase van. What made you decide on a long wheelbase van?
Just so I could do small van work, medium work, so there were no like restrictions on what I could pick up or drop off.
Yeah. So this, what kind of van's this?
Volkswagen Crafter.
And it's a bit tasty in it, really.
Yeah.
I'm not showing my van because my van pales into insignificance beside it. So we got ourselves a VW Crafter. Is it 4 metre?
4 metre, yeah.
So it's a long wheelbase,
yeah,
not the extra long wheelbase.
No.
There's 4 metres inside.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at the cab first. Now here's an example of how to keep your cab, everybody. That is tasty. Clean, tidy. There's towels on the floor. See, you've got your work boots there and everything. And
Yeah.
is that an automatic?
Automatic.
How do you find it on juice?
It's good on juice, about 42 on a run.
And that's for an auto box as
Yeah.
well. That's pretty
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the one good thing I find about the VW Crafters is the width of the side loading door.
You want me to open it?
Yeah, get it open up, so have a look inside. Now look inside it, it's like a bloody camper van, never mind a work van. So these door width is far wider than my Citroen. So you got less chance of pillets on forklifts snagging your pallets.
I'll open the back door so you can get a bit of light.
Yeah. So you got all your kit in that bag there, I presume?
Yeah, blankets and all that there.
All your blankets and everything like that. You got a bit of screen wash over there. Nice to see you've got your hard hat and you're prepared. You've got bungee straps to the ceiling.
All
And
my
then-
straps over there on top
And
of
it's
it.
carpeted throughout. It's like a boudoir. Fancy lights. This is a nice bit of kit, this, James. Very nice indeed.
Thank you.
I feel the need, maybe, for educational purposes for yourself, really, that I'll probably use this for a bit. And you can get my crappy Citroen. Nah, she's not crappy. She served me well. So, wheel trims or alloys then?
Wheel trims,
Wheel
yeah.
trims. Tow bar as well?
Yeah.
Was that on when you got it?
That were on when it got me. Got it. It's saved me a few times, that, with stack of truck.
Oh yeah, because they're going to damage the stacker truck before you damage the van. And look at that. That's impressively tidy, clean van. That's about the best interior of a van I've seen. That is fantastic, James.
Thank you.
I bet you're chuffed with the van, aren't you, mate?
Yeah, I'm chuffed with that.
Let's have a look at this side of it. Not a mark on it. Nice colour too. So what mileage has she got?
42,000.
42,000. And what year is she?
69.
69 plate, so what's that?
Yeah,
2019.
November
Yeah,
2019.
2000. Yeah, mine's a 19, but it's earlier. Yeah, I think mine's something like April. No, that's a very, very nice van, and I think that any potential customers would be pleased at that turning up to carry the goods in. I know that James at Freddie Fletcher's in love with this van. He likes it a lot. So everybody, this is James. Remember, James Hargreaves Freight is a great lad.
Very camera shy.
Yeah, he is very camera shy, but he's agreed to do this for us. And I think you'll agree, that's a tasty van. So, like me, you're just going to tough it out through February,
yeah.
see what we can pick
get.
up. And you've done something else recently, haven't you? What have you done recently?
My ADR licence.
He's passed his ADR test. He's just got the little small problem at the moment of trying to find some insurance for it. It's really difficult at the moment. I mean, my personal insurance that I've got, they've told me that they're not going to
I've been quoted silly money.
carry on with ADR cover. So in June, I'll be forced to find another insurer. And you're struggling to find
Yeah.
cover now. Business Choice Direct have not even got back
No,
to you yet, have
haven't
they?
got back to me, and I've had quotes of like £7 grand and silly money like
£7 ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, I hope you find something. And thanks a lot for doing this
No worries,
for us,
Dave.
James.
And thanks for all your help, Dave, as well.
Oh, it's a
Well,
pleasure.
since I started.
It's a pleasure. But I've enjoyed it. You're good company, mate.
Thanks, Dave.
There you go, everybody. That's James from James Hargreaves Freight and his rather tasty boudoir van. Thank you for that, James. I know you really didn't want to do that. You're not like me. You're a bit shy in front of the camera. But that is a nice van. That is a nice van. And I know that, well, apart from the moment where it's a bit quiet, you've been doing really well with it. So keep up the good work, mate. And thanks for showing everyone that van. I do like it. I've got to be said. So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about strapping your load down, because of a lot of the things that we do, securing a load is very important. And I know a lot of people that don't take it seriously. I've seen it with my own eyes, where they throw pallets on the van and just bugger off. But remember this, if you have an accident, if you have to brake suddenly and that load shifts, you could potentially damage the freight. And you're going to be responsible for it, because you're the man who's taking care of it. And yes, you do have goods in transit cover, But a lot of the stipulations on the insurance say that you should be securing the load. So don't think for a minute that they won't try and wriggle out of a claim if you haven't secured the load down. So strapping it down is very important. And everybody should have straps on the van. Now, I've always had straps. I've usually used those Ratchet straps, which are very good. And recently, I've acquired these new retractable ones, which are great and also make things a lot neat and tidier as well. So this next section of this week's particular video is dedicated to that. And don't forget, at the end, there is a competition. Thank you. Right, as promised, we're going to have a draw stroke competition. But first of all, here's a little video of me demonstrating the wonderful retractable Ratchet straps. Now, I did try and film this by myself one-handed, couldn't do it. And in the end, I wrote my neighbour in to film me doing it. I hope it gets across just how useful they are. And if nothing else, you can see me struggling whilst I'm wearing my fat suit. Have a look. Do these retractable Ratchet straps. My neighbour Martin has kindly offered to film for me because I tried it one-handed, it didn't work. But it's easy. Hook in one end over your item here, which in this case just happens to be a toolbox, but it could be a pallet. These particular ones go up to 4 meters. You've hooked both ends, tighten up, and then all you do is ratchet up then. Simple as that. Tighten it up. As you can see, that's now secure and it won't go anywhere. And when you're finished and you've arrived at your destination, simply release it, and then it just all winds back in. Hang on, hang it back in again. And then you can just hang it up, out of the way, nice and neat on your van. How easy? Well, I hope you didn't find that too disturbing, and I hope you can see just how well they work and how neat and tidy everything can be with those straps. They are great, I must admit, they are great, and I found them really, really useful. And not having to unfasten and unwind and untangle the normal Ratchet straps has been a big bonus. A couple of things I need to correct for you. The actual weight load of that one I was using is actually 600 kilos, and they are 3 meters, not 4 meters. So just want to get that right. So as you know, I did that previous video where I did actually recommend the straps, and as I've said before, this channel is not sponsored by anybody. It's a small channel, but I just felt that they were that good, they were worth mentioning, and hopefully people have found them useful. However, the suppliers of those things, and in this case, it's the ratchetshop.com. I got the name wrong last time, and I have apologised to them for that. Have agreed to send us some freebies, which they did, as promised, together with a catalogue from themselves. So as you can see, www.theratchetstrap.com. So if you do decide you want to order some, that's the one to order it from. But what they've sent me, essentially, are 4 of the smaller straps. Now, these are good for 600 kilos, or 3 meters in length. And then they've also sent me 2 of the wider ones. Again, 3 meters in length, but these are good for 1,600 kilograms. Now, I'm having one because it'll be useful for me. But the 4 of the smaller ones and the larger one I'm going to give away to a winner. And we're going to do this in the way of a competition. They also sent me, by the way, something to have a look at and try. It's called an easy winder. And it's for when you've got those long ratchet straps. Like I bought one, which is too long, really. It should be for a wagon. And I find it just takes ages to wind it up. That's called an easy winder, and it helps you wind it up. And they've also sent some Velcro strapping, so that when you wind your straps up, you can put the Velcro around them and keep it all nice and neatly in place. But essentially, what I want to give away are these. Okay, these are the most useful things I find. So I thought what we'll do is we'll have a little competition, and the competition is open to anyone who subscribes to the channel. Now, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, you can still enter simply by subscribing. Subscribing doesn't commit you to anything. It doesn't cost you anything. All you do is hit the subscribe button, which I think is below you to the right-hand side of the screen if you're looking at it. And if you subscribe to the channel, you can enter. So what I want you to do is answer a simple question related to what we do for a living. And then all the correct answers from subscribers, I will make a note of all the names. I will put all those names into a hat. And at the next video, I will draw that out. And the winner will have these items sent to me, sent to you at my expense. I'll send them to you. Okay? So the question is this. What is the maximum gross vehicle weight that someone like me, who is not an HGV driver, doesn't have a tachograph, can drive? So what is the maximum gross vehicle weight? That's the vehicle, all its load, my fat backside, the fuel and everything. What is the maximum vehicle weight I can drive on a normal UK license, not having an operator's license and not using a tachograph? Put that answer in kilograms together with the word subscribed. So if you put that on the comments page, the answer in kilograms and subscribed. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you're already subscribed, just put the answer, but put the word subscribed anyway. I will keep this open until Sunday. And on Sunday, I will close it off. And I will make a note of all the people who've answered the question correctly, who are subscribers. And then in the next video following that, I will draw that name from a hat. And the winner will have them sent to them. So many thanks once again to ratchetstrap.com. This is not sponsored. I don't get paid for this. And if you order something, I don't get a cut. There is nothing in it for me, but for the fact that I get to send one of my subscribers some of these, and they are worth having, believe you and me. So there you go, ratchetstrap.com, the ratchetshop.com, I should say. If you fancy order, they don't just do that. I mean, they do all sorts, by the way. They sent me this catalogue of all the different things they do. And anything you can think of about securing loads, lifting loads on, the hooks, chains, slings, everything, you name it, they've got it. And when I ordered, by the way, I got my stuff the very next day. But the main thing, obviously, that I find useful are straps for securing my load. And we all know how important it is to secure the load that we've got, because the goods that we carry, they're not ours. They don't belong to us, but we are responsible for them. So it's in our own interest to make sure they're strapped down properly. And if you can find a strap that makes the job a little bit easier and a little less time consuming, then in my opinion, these are worth it. And thanks again to Toby from Firkin Freight for bringing these straps to my attention. I think he's a bit miffed that they sent some to me actually, but don't say anything. But thank you for watching the video. If you do like it, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And good luck anyone who enters, and I look forward to sending you the stuff. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody.